What's up, guys? It's me, Krion from Krion Studio, and welcome to another Guild Wars 2 guide. And I think the last one I did was like a year ago, exactly a year ago. It was like August. It was, I think, August 29th or 28th, right before the game launched. It was for Keswick Sills. So it's been quite a while since I did the Guild Wars 2 guide. The reason why actually I haven't done any Guild Wars 2 video content is because I've been so busy playing the game. I know a lot of people say there isn't anything to do once you reach max level and all that and you get your exotics, but there actually is. And this here is kind of one of the activities that I'm going to show you that you can do, and it's not necessary. It's not in any way important for your character's development or your progression in the game, but it's how to get Black Alliance chess keys, which now, since the Cutthroat Politics update, which has been done for a while, right now we're in the Queen's Jubilee. Tomorrow is the Queen's speech, so this footage is a little old, but it's still this basic same idea. You can use these Black Alliance chess keys to get really cool skins, really rare skins, almost as rare, I'd say, as the fractal skins. And I think the fractal skins are even harder to get than the legendaries, in my opinion, because legendaries anyone can really get. The fractal skins are pure RNG, and also these skins here are also a lot of luck and a lot of chests. You need to open a bunch of chests. So you don't see that many people with the Etherized skins, which are the only Black Alliance chess key skins at the moment. And the way it works is you get yourself a key, and the way you do this is either by it drops from a mob just anywhere in the world, a random mob, and the chance is so small you really can't count on it. I've gotten, I think, 2 or 3 in my time of playing the game, and I've played it quite a while. But the other way that's it's not that time consuming, by far not as time consuming as waiting for a chest key to drop, like farming mobs, by far not even close, but it's still a little time consuming. It takes about roughly 30 to 50 minutes, I'd say. And what you're seeing here is a run that we're doing, my guildmates and I. It's you make yourself a new character, and once your character reaches level 10 and you do your level 10 story mission, you're guaranteed to get one of your prizes for completing the mission, a key. That's the prize. It's a Black Alliance chest key, and you can open a Black Alliance chest if you have one. And you can do this once on every character, basically when you reach level 10. And the way to do it quick, though, is to get yourself a full party of people that start. In our case, we thought that the fastest way would be human warriors with all the story decisions to be the furthest to the left. So when you create your character, you get the screen, right, and it says, like, my father was a Gallium or a shaman or something like that. You choose the one that's to the first one to the left. So if everyone makes the same choices, then everyone's going to get the same story missions. And then if you complete the story missions for one person, the other people can also get the credit for them and also progress. So that way you can all be in a party and you can all be fighting and doing the mission together. More people, obviously, that means you're going to beat the bosses and all the mobs in the mission. If it's like a killing mission or something, you'll just do it faster. And why did we choose Human Warrior? We chose it because there's this one really quick, something that really helps a lot, in my opinion, is the speed boost that you get from the Warhorn. So when you do your first mission here, the one that you're watching right now, at the end, you get the choice to get a shield or a Warhorn, and we chose the Warhorn because it gives you a speed boost, and also when you get the 5th skill, that weakens other mobs. So that's really helpful. And it felt a little bit like a speed run. We did this a couple times. This run specifically took about 50 minutes, but it can be done in 30 minutes easily. The reason why it took us so long was because we were waiting on each other, and there was one guy who was kind of new. He hadn't done the runs before. So it's always going to be the first time. It's going to take a little bit longer, but you can start dropping that time drastically. It feels like a speed run, like doing a Zelda or a Metroid Prime or Metroid game in general, speed runs. And it felt a little old school, you know, on Twitch. You get to watch all those people that do the speed runs for Zelda, especially Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and you see them always speeding and doing all these glitches. Well, there aren't any glitches here, but it feels like you're in a rush. You got a little adrenalized. It's really cool. So essentially, these Black Alliance chess keys you use right now, the only thing you can use them for is that's worth it, I think, is the skins. because clan reputation and all the boosters and all that. I mean, the Karma booster, I guess, is okay. Magic Find booster is kind of worthless because Magic Find in this game just generally is broken, in my opinion. But the skins are worth it, in my opinion, because I love the Etherblade stuff, all the steampunk stuff. I love that stuff. And especially with an engineer getting the shield and the pistol, it's going to be awesome. I still don't have them. But this guide you can use also in the future when you just generally want Black Lion chest keys for whatever it is. They might add more stuff. Like, you might be able to get something like an account bonus, like, say, for example, extra character slot, like a very small chance from it dropping from a Black Lion chest. I think that's worth it. You can buy it right now, and it's, I think, like 800 gems, but that's 30 gold, roughly around 30 gold right now, with inflation and everything. But I think that's worth it. So they might add that type of stuff, and you never know. So this is a guide that you can always kind of look over and, you know, use it. So you see that we're like using our little dash skill that boosts us forward. We're using the Warhorn. We're really trying to speed through this and make it as quick as possible. You don't want to waste time because it feels more worth it when you do it quicker, obviously. So you can do more runs. My guildmates that night did about around 6 runs. One of them got a ticket and bought himself a bow, the etherized bow. That was when the Black Lion skins costed 1 ticket. So the update had this thing where you need to get 10 scraps. Scraps are more of a common drop from chests than the tickets, obviously. But when you get 10 scraps, you combine them and you make yourself 1 ticket. Right now, when the update ended, you now need to get 5 of those tickets. So that means 50 scraps. That's a lot. But back then, it only took 1, really, and my friend Winterslush, I'll show you in a different video, he got himself an etherized bow and for just 1 ticket. And these things, they said that they're going to be adding more types of weapons that use the Black Lion scraps and tickets. So I guess the next update, it's going to be, again, like every skin costs 1 Black Lion ticket, until the whole living story phase for those 2 weeks or whatever is over, and then it's going to be 5 again. Something like that. I guess they're going to do the same thing with the Etherblades. It makes sense, at least to me. I might be wrong. Don't count on that, but I think it's a good system, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's it. This is really the guide. It's very simple. You just get a group of 5 people. The more people, the better. You can do it. We did it once with 3. 4 is so much easier, in my opinion. And then 5, it can really push that time down. So you try to push through all these missions, get to the level 10 mission. Right now, I think I can't see that well on Vegas right now because I'm kind of looking at the footage while I'm talking. And it's on preview, which puts it down on lower quality. So I can't see exactly what this is. It's either the level 6 mission or it's not the level 3 one. I think it's the level 6 one. But you see, you kind of try to rush through and get all your items, your rewards, and all that. And you even get a little bit of silver at the end when you're done at level 10, which is worth it. You can transfer it to another character. I mean, why not? So then you delete this character and you start over again. You do the same thing. You repeat, and you can get a bunch of these keys. And obviously, the chests themselves are very cheap to get on the trade post, and they're sort of a common drop, I'd say. But, you know, this is basically the guide, guys. I think I'm gonna just leave the rest of the footage for you to sort of watch. Just in short, I just want to plug something else. I know I haven't done any videos in the last, what has it been, like maybe 4 months or so. And I know that I'm generally, that's been a problem with the channel. I generally like do a lot of videos in a short amount of time, and then I stop for a very long period. And that's been the thing that's sort of been killing me over the years, ever since 2009, really. I mean, with the Lineage 2, the treasure hunt guides and all that, that was kind of the problem. So now I'm going to talk about this in a separate video, again, with Guild Wars 2 footage. But there's some plans that potentially might help us really kind of grow and start being more consistent, hopefully. And I've always said this, the problem is we don't have enough people, and it's always hard to trust people at first. So PokeCult, you know that I was busy with that for a while. And then the sort of PokeCult kind of had some ups and downs, and then it kind of froze. So now it's in this still state. We haven't done any footage at all lately. But one of my friends there, Danny, who's going to introduce himself in a proper video, hopefully, he's going to be doing a lot of the Pokemon stuff on the channel. So the channel is it's not gonna split. I'm just gonna say it's gonna have like certain video games and relate in topics that are kind of a certain genre, or of not a genre, but like a certain series, like the Pokemon series. It's gonna have those little clunks of content that you can always expect, but it's also gonna be just general talk. So we're gonna probably start getting the podcast back maybe sometime soon. You know, we had that one episode with Vince several months ago, but hopefully we can do something like short, maybe like 20 minutes or something like that. So we'll see how all that goes. But basically for me, the games right now that I've kind of stuck with, I had a big problem. I couldn't choose a game to play because there's so many games in this one period, and I had stopped playing games for so long because I was so busy with just real life work. So Guild Wars 2 and Firefall really are the two games for me right now that are kind of caught my attention. And also Warframe, I really like that game. But over the last months, I played a bunch of different games. I've tried like World of Tanks with some friends. I've been trying a bunch of games, and I kind of finally think I stuck with Guild Wars 2 and Firefall. Firefall, I'm still really a beginner. Guild Wars 2 is more starting to get towards, I'm starting to advance really at the... I can't say end game because the game itself doesn't have that kind of end game. You can do all this stuff from the start, but I think I'm getting closer to completing my ascended items, and I'm just progressing more and more. The only thing I'm afraid is to run out of content, things to do. Hopefully that's not going to be the case because ArenaNet says that the living story is going to keep us busy. But if there's no progression, I'm not going to say that's a bit. Progression it's not a necessary thing in MMOs. I think we're used to it, but I don't think an MMO doesn't work without progression. I definitely think that there are other ways to complement for the progression system that we're used to and change it with something else. The mission here, by the way, this thing you're watching here, this was really hard. Every time we try this is one of the harder ones. You die a bunch of times here because a lot of the mobs can one-shot you. And with Warrior, the really cool thing, again, another reason why we picked it, you can do Vengeance, which allows you to get back up for 16 seconds, I think it is. It's to kill, like get a final shot. Imagine what happens when you have 5 people, using Vengeance. That's a lot of firepower. It really makes a difference. But this mission is one of the harder ones. You can see from the footage here. But hopefully, guys, I can also get my 3DS modded so that I can finally start maybe doing some Pokemon X and Y stuff further on. Pokecult, what's going to happen is Pokecult is basically going to become sort of a part of Krion Studios for now, until we get a big viewer base, hopefully. And then we can use the channel that we initially started as the primary channel. So we're going to do all the Pokemon content here for now until hopefully we get that audience. Obviously, I'm going to keep doing my own stuff. I'm going to keep doing Pokemon and also, Guild Wars 2, Firefall, news for games, and stuff like that. And of course, if you guys have any ideas, like what else you would want to see, I keep saying this in every single video, let me know. I'm generally, I love the idea of the vlogs that I used to do for quite a while, and I'm gonna keep doing those as well. But if you guys have any ideas, what you want to see, any recommendations, anything like that, obviously feedback, let me know. Once again, enjoy the rest of the video here. I know I talked a lot, but you expect this from me. The viewers that have been here for a while now, they know I talk a lot. So enjoy the rest of the video, guys, and I will see you next time. Whoa, I forgot about this part. So, a quick plug. Obviously, I had to talk about what I actually got from the chest. Unfortunately, I did not get anything that great. I did not get any scraps or tickets. By the end of Cutthroat Politics, I did, however, have 3 scraps. My bad, not 3 tickets. Man, if I got 3 tickets, whoa. But I did get some by the end of Cutthroat Politics. But from this pull here, from this run, I did not get anything useful. You know, you guys might be a little bit luckier than me. Obviously, there's always a next time. So, you know, these runs are fun regardless of what the prize is. I think the little speedrun adrenaline is enough for me, at least. So again, once again, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.